Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I'm going to be setting up two of these best office shelving units. I have no idea what the quality of this stuff is going to be. That remains to be seen. I've never heard of Best Office before. We were looking for Seville shelves. We have a bunch of them over in the shop and up in the mezzanine and stuff. But upon reading the details, when you add wheels to them, the weight limit for the shelves just drops to almost nothing. It's a little over 100 pounds. And without wheels, it's like 700 pounds. I'll put that stuff on screen for you. And apparently these have a real good weight limit with the wheels on, which tells me that the wheels must be better quality. I really have no idea. The website could be wrong, somebody could be fudging numbers, who knows. But regardless, we got these and I'm gonna set them up. The thing about these as well is that they're 7 feet tall. They go way up to here, and the Seville shelves are only, they're 6 feet tall, so they go to right about here. The other ones go to about there. So we can pack stuff nearly to the ceiling, and that's exactly what we need. We have no basement in this house, so every little bit of storage space is very important. So until I can build the built-in shelves, which are gonna have even more space, these are gonna have to do. So let's open these up, take a look, and maybe we'll be pleasantly surprised. Well, on first impressions, I don't think this is as strong as the Seville shelves. I'll measure the thickness of these bars and we'll see. But let's get her together and see how she does. Alright, this is what's directly inside the box. I think these are the little things for putting the tubes together. Got some instructions and warranty information. I'll go over this stuff with you later, but I took a quick look and the capacity is 350 pounds with the leveler feet and 500 pounds with the casters. And I could swear that the Seville ones were the opposite of that. So we'll have to check that out. Is this attached? Yes, I'm gonna have to cut that off. All that stuff that went flying was these corner caps, and I think these are just protectors so the end doesn't get bashed in. They're pretty flimsy, which is what you would expect. Yeah, they're on every one. So they're just for stacking. All right, let me get this completely apart and then we'll start putting this together. They have these little caps on the ends of the tubes. I guess there was some on these as well, but when I took that top shelf off, those just fell out of there. I don't think there's any damage to anything though. Lots of little bits here. We'll get that cleaned up, and do they have, yep, step one. All right, so step one is to choose either the casters or the levelers. And if you choose the casters, it says that you need to tighten them with a wrench. So I'll get a wrench and we'll get those casters on. If you notice this funky little wrench they have in the drawing, that is actually included. So I'll use that. And then it also has a few more instructions on the casters themselves. And those just say that you need to check to make sure that you have 2 locking and 2 non-locking, which I do. And to check that the locking mechanism works, which I will. And that they need to be tightened securely with the awesome little wrench. So let's do all that stuff. Okay, that is locked. unlocked, locked. That's a fairly nice mechanism. That one's okay. Unlocked, locked. That one's okay as well. Bearings seem to all work. Okay, on to the next step. One down, 3 to go. Okay, I have all of the bottom poles done. I didn't even notice it until I took this plastic off that it says bottom pole on it. I'm assuming these say top pole, but I can't read it from here. I could probably read it if I looked real close. But the shelf supports are the 2 half plastic things. So let me get them out of there, and we get one on each leg as per the instructions. And that's pretty much the same way as the Seville shelves as well. So let's get those on and get the first shelf on. Okay, there's one set of shelf supports for each shelf, plus a spare. That's kind of nice. All right, let's put them on. Okay, that went without a hitch, and I believe these are very similar or exactly the same as the Seville ones. They just wrap around the pole. They have a little indexer that goes into this little groove, and they're wedge shaped. They're flat on the bottom and have a little bevel at the top, and they're wedge shaped like that. So once you put the shelf on, the corner things on the shelf are kind of cone shaped. So as they press down on this, the more weight you put on it, the tighter it grips the pole. So to get these on, you got to take one of the shelves and put it on its side on the floor. I believe that's what the instructions say as well. Then you get the 4 legs in, stand it up, and then work your way up. All right, for getting the last of these on here, you basically just put these on the same way you put the first ones on, but I like to measure. You can count the little indents if you want, but I put one where I want it. I'm at 20 5/8, and then just rotate it to the next one and get that one in the same spot, 20 5/8, and then work my way around from there. Saves you from counting all them little indents, and a lot less mistakes. Okay, what I've done here is set up for the last 3 shelves and kind of get those in place. What I have is about 14 for each of these 3. This one is 18 and that bottom one is 12. These can be adjusted after everything's all assembled. All you got to do is take your soft-faced hammer and tap up on the shelf. Tap up in all 4 corners until it's loose, and then I just slide it up to the next shelf and then take a twist tie or something and hook it on up there. Then move all of your plastic things and then drop the shelf back down. So let's get these opened and put on and get our last 3 shelves on. Alrighty then, she is done. Rolls nice and smooth, appears to be fairly strong. Can't really tell until I start loading it up though. One thing I should note, when I was spacing these 3 shelves, anything above the shelf you're about to put on has to come off. So just measure where that next one is so you can put it on later. Other than that, everything else is pretty self-explanatory. We have a warranty card that says Factory Direct Wholesale LLC in Georgia, and the box says www.paylesshere.com, and the brand is Best Office. What I'm going to do, I didn't order this. Cindy might have got this at Sam's Club or something like that. I really don't know where it came from. I will put a link to wherever we got this down in the comment below. And that should do it. You'll be seeing this off and on in future videos. I'm going to get this other one set up right now as well, and then push them back up against the wall and get everything in this room either on the shelves or the heck out of here so I can build that partition wall. I just opened the box on this second one and already I'm finding damage. First shelf is damaged, so I am going to have to call them and find out what to do about that. Let's look through this and see if there's any more damage, and I'm going to put it together anyways. Hopefully they can just replace that shelf. Again, the end caps are loose. Those 2 are loose. This one was up on top and only one of them is in place. I don't think that's going to harm anything, but so far it looks like it was just that one shelf that was damaged, but it looks like damage that happened in the factory because there's no damage to the box that corresponds with that. That's the only damage, and it's not in the same place as where the shelf is damaged. Well, this one's smashed as well, in the same spot. That's got to be something that's going wrong in the factory. That's pretty bad. I don't know if this one will even go together. I'm going to do it with 4 shelves instead of 6 and contact the company right away. I don't know if they're going to want me to send this whole thing back. That's just not going to happen. So we'll see what happens. Oops, spoke too soon. It's damaged here as well, and here. 2 big dents. It looks like some kind of a machine that they're working on this with in China is smashing it, and nobody really cares about it. Very poor quality control. Alright, so this one is damaged, and that very first one, I'm going to go over all the shelves on that one and make sure there's no damage on them, but I don't think there is. I think it's just these 2. One thing about these wire shelves is that you can hang stuff from these little side things with these S-hooks. I'll put a link to these in the description below as well. I don't have many spare ones. I know I had a bag of them here somewhere, but I'll just grab what I can find. and order some more. But just looking at this Seville shelf, I think that's much heavier metal. I don't know how. Look at all the stuff that's on here. I mean, that's iron, that's a lead battery, or 2 lead batteries. Just a ton of stuff on here. And I'm sure that's well over what it said on the website for the weight limit for these. I think Cindy said the weight limit was like 125 pounds if they're on casters. And these are all on casters. And these are made in China too, I believe. What is that? NSF. Made in China, Seville Classics. I'll have to look into that. I'll get the caliper and get the diameters of all this stuff and let you know that as well. All right, that should do it. I'm going to have to get some more hooks. I got a whole ton of stuff that I want to hang from that one. Okay. I have a smaller one back here, and I don't know if this is Seville. Yeah, it is Seville. And I got stuff hanging all over this too, probably too much, but there is a ton of weight on this one. I believe this was made for the bin racks, so that's probably why this end part is so skinny. On here, it's just way bigger. All right, let's get back to those. Okay, it took me a while. I had to run and get a battery for my dial caliper. The dimensions on the Seville Classics are these top and bottom on the side ones here is 0.257, and there's actually 3 of these. There's one on each side and one down the middle. And on this one, it's 0.221. Oh, wait. No, it's 0.2. So, quite a bit weaker. And then we have roughly 0.2, which is the diameter of this for the squiggly one in the middle. And this one is 0.14, which is roughly the diameter of the Seville's cross members right here. And we'll see what these are. They are 0.121. This is dramatically weaker than the Seville Classics. Okay, I got these things fully assembled as far as I could with the 2 bad shelves. And I loaded them up with all the stuff that was on these windowsills. And I still have room to spare. A lot of this stuff is going elsewhere, and we're going to have a ton of room, and we really need it. Like all of the household cleaning stuff, brooms, all that stuff, it's all going to hang from this. These S-hooks are just indispensable if you have shelves like this. Make sure you get some of these. You can hang all kinds of stuff. You can really load this up with them S-hooks. I'll put a link to those in the description as well. So I had to wait for my wife to get home and find out where she got these from. And the Amazon seller was called Best Massage. I went to their Amazon page and they sold a whole bunch of massage machines, but no shelves on that. But that is the person who's selling this. At least that's what it says. But the warranty card says Factory Direct Wholesale LLC in Georgia, and the email is just forwarded to this yahoo.com email address. I don't know what's up with that. And just a regular old telephone number, not an 800 number. So we got that, and then there's 2 different places, Best Office Trademark and www.paylesshere.com. So who knows? What it is really is a cheap knockoff of the Seville shelves. It's nowhere near as strong. It's about half as strong as the Seville shelves, but that will work in this case. The Seville shelves did not have a 7-foot tall one, and I really wanted a 7-foot tall one, so this is basically it. This holds, like I said, about half of what a Seville shelf will hold. And the materials are a good deal thinner than the Seville shelves. So if you want a real strong, durable shelf that's going to last you forever and ever, I would go with the Seville. This was $30 cheaper than the Seville shelf that was at 6 feet. So you get an extra foot and it's $30 less. But like I said, all of the materials are a bit thinner, and this one came with 2 damaged shelves. So it is what it is. It'll work for my purpose, but if I was buying something that I needed to be a bit more permanent, I don't think I would get these. So it's up to you. So once we have our wood shop done, we're going to have an area where all the vineyard stuff and the lawn and garden stuff and all that goes. And these are going out there, and they're going to be used for storage out there. So if you want to see us building that, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.